Hey, shalom, shalom. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope all is well with you, like it is with me. Believe it or not, still living in Ashkelon, Israel. But um, wanted to say to you that I really hope that everything is going well with you, your family, your loved ones. Okay. I want to welcome you also to the channel, Nubian King, broadcasting from Ashkelon, Israel. Ashkelon, Israel is a beach town. We're living right here off the beach, the big, beautiful blue Mediterranean. Okay. Um, Now, I want to talk to you today about some things I've been seeing on the internet, specifically dealing with Black Americans going to Africa and Black Americans that went to Africa are leaving Africa. That's what I want to talk to you about today. Okay? Africa is a very precious subject to me because, yes, I have lived in Ghana, and that's one of the main places that a lot of Black people from America are showing up in, and also other countries too. But Ghana is the one that has been getting the most attention. What I would like to say after seeing so many videos of brothers and sisters leaving America, going into Africa, okay, Ghana, and other places, and then so many African Americans after being there 9 months, a year, 2 years, or whatever, going back to America. What I want to say is having lived there, but I lived there like um, in the 90s, okay? And so this was years ago when it wasn't the type of development that we see today. Okay. So shoot, man, we're talking like 25, 28, 30 years ago. And so Africa, you can I hear a lot of complaints about the load shedding where they turn the lights out for a period of time. You don't know when they're gonna turn them out. You don't know how long they're gonna be out when they're coming back on. And then I'm hearing complaints about the overpricing, the price gouging, the hustling, charging you for every single thing. Somebody, was saying some boy grabbed a suitcase at the airport and demanded some money. Okay, so these type of complaints, they are true and they're absolutely real. And yes, they can be very frustrating. Everywhere you go, boom, they trying to, you know, when I was there, they had this terminology. They said, "I want to chop. I want to chop." That means I want to eat. I want to chop, right? Okay, so here I am. I'm in Ghana, first time by myself, no experience whatsoever. Don't know nothing about nothing, but I was bold enough to go over there because I wanted to. All right, there was one very key advantage I had, and that was back in America. I was a hustler. I was a mover. I was a shaker. Saying I would think, and I would make things happen. Okay, and I did what I did back in the day. So now I'm in this country, and I'm looking around, and I don't know nobody. So what do? I got to click into my survival mode to figure out how to move amongst this new whole culture, country, languages I don't know. So what do? I happen and see this is the advantage. I happen to have a sister there that her father came to Israel to visit and really took a liking to me and adopted me here in Israel and told his daughter and his whole family, "This is my son." Okay, cool. It was all right. See, he was a senior Ghanaian brother, and I would go every day after work to visit him, and because I just was so in love with Africa, the whole thing, and it's like they say you be romanticizing Africa, because we black folks from America, we see Africa, but we only see the portion that we want to see, or the portion that's shown to us. We look at the dancing, the fabric, the black soap, the shea butter, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But we still in America where we got water 24/7, we got electricity 24/7, we know everybody. So we taking a piece of Africa and we wrapping it on us. Umojo, we feeling all good, but you never been there. And so I'm in Israel, and I had never been to Africa. Excuse me. Sorry. Israel is truly Northeast Africa. Don't let the white man tell you or make you believe, because he cut a canal through, Egypt and all over there. Israel is Europe. Never. Anyway, that's for another discussion. I'm talking to you now about when black brothers and sisters leaving America, going to Africa with the wrong mindset, getting frustrated and moving back to America. Okay. So the elder Ghanaian brother adopted me in Israel. We just hit it off. We just hit it off, man. He was an elder brother. I was a young cat, sharp, from America, used to moving and grooving and hustling and figuring things out. And I was just, hey, he's a Ghanaian brother, an elder. Wow, he was straight African, everything about him, And so at the end of work, I would go, talk with him. And one day his daughter came in, and he told her when she walked in, "This is my son. I'm adopting him, and I want you and the family to treat him as a brother, my son." And she was just so elated, because when he came to Israel, she wanted him to meet brothers and sisters that was here, so he can get, a feel and understanding, of the brothers and sisters that was here. And so she was so elated. Now, I didn't know who the brother was. I just knew he was a, senior, elder, Ghanaian brother. Didn't know nothing about him. We just had a beautiful relationship, conversation every day after work. He enjoyed it, I enjoyed it. And so I bounced, went on. Sometime later, I end up in Ghana. And it happened to be the same time that my sister was there, which she was the daughter of the elder that he told, "Hey, treat him like my son." So when I get in Ghana, what did I do? The first thing, I contact her. Boom. That was it. That was all she wrote. After that, everything I touched turned to gold. What am I saying to you? Because she indigenous Ghanaian, I had at least the common sense to never do nothing until after I counsel with her. I'm in a foreign country. I don't know nothing about them. Yeah, they black people, whatever. I don't know nothing about these people. But I know my sister, and I trusted that she was going to, do me the right. So every morning at exactly 8 o'clock, I called her and tell her what I wanted to do for that day. Listen, I discovered that the senior brother was one of the royal families of Ghana, West Africa. Wow. And the daughter, his daughter, everybody knew. When I say everybody, every single body knew her in Ghana, everywhere we went. Kofa Radio, Kumasi, Accra, Cape Coast, everywhere, they knew her. And she used to wear these real beautiful garments, big old nice hair, but she was pretty. Black as coal and beautiful. Man, that child of God was gorgeous. What a thick self, big old shapely body. That girl, but she was fire. Woo, I loved her. Man, she could talk. She knew all the languages. She spoke all the languages. She's just going on with it. Bad, but she's going with it, right? And so that was my key to success in Africa. I stood behind her. And she moved me around with wisdom and strategy. She was strategic because she knew how the people would react seeing an American there. It wasn't nothing to do with black. Hell, they're all of them black. But I was American. And as soon as I opened my mouth, they heard that American English, bam, prices shot up. Okay, so Did I get mad at that? No. I understood. I mean, look how they living. Ain't nobody got nothing. Everybody out here hustling. Ain't no Social Security, ain't no WIC, ain't no government housing, ain't no support from the government. These people got to figure it out however they can get it. You understand? And so here's a brother from America, they just assume you got some paper. And they going for it. Now, did I get mad with that? No. Is that wrong? It depends on how you look at it. It depends on how you look at it. Is it wrong? I mean, everybody hustling. In America, they're doing the same thing. They're just doing it a different way. In Israel, they doing the same thing. They're just doing it a different way. But see, because it's Africa and black folks, everybody want to crap on them and make it seem like they the most corrupt, da-da-da-da-da. Look what's happening in America. Look what's happening in America. Here's the president, Joe Biden administration done gave billions and billions of dollars to other countries and rolling in all these military aid guys from other countries. Black folks still begging for $1 for reparation, ain't got a penny. Trying to get $1 out of a dime and ain't got a cent. And still begging and getting nothing. Then you go to Africa and them brothers and sisters is hustling you because they thought you had some money and you mad because of that. But look at what you're getting done in America. Just as bad, even worse, but they do it in a manner where you like it. Stroke, hit that again. Get me again. Because he calling you Mr., Sir, Ma'am, and making you feel welcome. Same thing, but a different way. Brothers and sisters ain't got time for all that bullshit. You gonna pay this or get out my face. Same hustle. So what I did, I listened to my sister, and she said, listen, stay in the car. You know what? When I first got there, this is kind of funny. When I first got there, everywhere I've spent almost 70% of my time in the car. Whenever we went anywhere, I was in the car. She said, I'll be back. Because she knew as soon as they saw me, prices was going to go up. And then she was going to have to fight through that. She won all the time. She was super aggressive. I remember one time I took some money to get it changed. All right? And I'm sitting in the car, and the brothers come up to the car. Their money changes. We out there, a bunch of them. And so the brother, he got my money. I think about $200-300, whatever. And so my sister sitting next to me. So he go and come back with all these Ghanaian CDs. You know, back in those days, $500 was like over 4 million CDs. And you know what was funny, man? This is kind of funny. I'm sitting there and I done got this money changed, and and you know, you always want to count your money to make sure you ain't been shortchanged, right? This is just a natural thing for me. Stand over here and count your money. Dude, listen, my man. Don't ever in your life try to hand count 4 million of nothing. That was so funny. I'm standing there counting this money, and then the praise got quiet. And I ain't hear no. I looked around, everybody looking at me. And I'm like, why nobody looking at me? They looking at you, ding dong, because you gonna really count all that money? It was a big bag of money. It was over 4 million CDs, and I'm standing there counting. And then folks was like, Negro, please, take that paper and get out of here. And so, you know, I just stopped counting it, and I slowly put it all back in the bag, and I walked out. When I got out, I had to laugh to myself. That was funny. That was funny. So anyway, me and my sister, we out. Brothers, you know, change the money. It was out there in the market. You know, she knows the spots to get the best price. So I get the brother money, and she talking to her. Nothing for. And so he's like, So he go, and he stayed gone for about 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. It wasn't long. So he comes back to the car, and by then, you know, she was standing outside and stretched her leg, and he came up to her with the money. And so he was counted out to her, and then I got in the car to stand out there with her. So the three of us out there and several other Ghanaian brothers are standing around looking. And so he counted the money. All of a sudden, she screamed so loud, it scared me. Hey! You know, she screamed. I look, whoa! And I'm like, what's happening? And so she started screaming at him. Woo, she got on him. Now, remember, she is from the royal family. Everybody knew her. He knew her. All them brothers, everybody out there knew who she was. And when she screamed, you talking about cowering down and begging for apology. And the brother is bowing down. The rest of the brothers turned around and slowly walked off. They just got out of there. And this brother was bowing down, forgive me, talking, bowing down. Come to find out, he was trying to pull the money off the bottom and cheat in the count. And he knew, I didn't know nothing. He got there and see these, he moving fast, and she caught it. When she got through burning that brother, I kind of felt sorry for old boy. I said, man, he out here trying to get a hustle on in front of the wrong one. She grind him to dust. Man, she got back in that car. She was breathing deep and sweating. It's already hot out there. We was cool in the car, but whew, she caught it. Did I get upset at that? Nope, not at all. I'm telling you, I've been hustling before. Y'all been hustling. Don't act like that's something new. Everybody hustling. So I kind of laughed it off because the way she screamed at him was funny. That joke, it caught me off guard. I'm jumping like, what the hell? So anyway, every morning at 8 o'clock, I would call her, tell her what I wanted to do. She, brother, yeah, I'm big brother. Everybody love a big man. So, I'm a big, beautiful brother, and I'm dressed sharp. And I used to wear, I still do, but at that time I used to wear a lot of gold. Like I had a gold watch, left hand, a gold bracelet around the watch, 2 diamond gold rings, and then I had a white diamond gold ring on the right pinky finger and 2 gold bracelets, a nice gold chain and a gold fountain pen. Gold to me is my special treat for after I done worked, paid all the bills, took care of everybody, yada, yada, all that kind of stuff. And at the end, the gold is just my little, treat reward. This is my little thing, make me feel good. So I was, landed in Ghana with all this gold and made it through the airport. But I heard this brother loading these bags in this old white dude taxi. And as I was strolling through, I heard the brother, and the old white dude was telling the brother where to put the bag or something, giving some kind of instructions. So I heard the brother say, yaza, masa. And it sounded like, Yamaza. It sounded like he was saying Yamaza. Now, I speak Hebrew, English, a few words of Arabic. I learned some Mandarin, Chinese when I was working out there with the Chinese. A few words of Spanish, Russian. And so what happened when you are bilingual and you can oscillate between all the different languages, what it does, it causes your ear to get real sharp. Like, real quickly, without going off topic, in Chinese, I met some workers and I asked what his name. He said, Wu. Okay, cool, Wu. And then I met another worker, and I said, what's your name? He said, Wu. His name is Wu? Yeah, and your name is Wu. So how we going to do this? 2 Wus out here. No, it wasn't 2 Wus. See, if you listen, the difference is on the end of the pronunciation. Like one is down and one is up. That's what they explained to me. Like Wu and Wu. You know what I'm saying? What's your name? Wu. And what's your name? Wu. So what happened when you articulate in these different languages, it causes your ear to be real sharp. So now I'm in Ghana and I'm going to the airport and I watched this old white man point at the suitcase and tell the brother where he wanted what. And the brother was like, Yamaza. He's smiling, grinning, nodding, Yamaza. Now I'm standing there, I'm listening. Oh, whoa. Sound like the brother saying, yes, master. So you know me, the lion done came home. And I go over there, and I walk up to him, the brothers, they got these blue overalls out there. And it was like 5 of them. But this young brother, he was loading the suitcase and the other 4 was standing over there chilling, just watching. And so when I walk up, I said, excuse me, my brother. You speak English? He said, yes. You have a moment? May I speak with you? He said, yeah. I said, this guy you just loaded those suitcases in, the taxi drove off with the old white dude. I said, were you saying yes, master to him? By then, the other brothers had walked up to listen, because now, I'm a foreigner, and I'm talking with one of their friends, co-workers, what have you, and they interested to know what the conversation is. And so one of the brothers was the elder brother, and and I asked him, were you saying, yes, master, Yamaza, yes, master? And when I asked that question, he quickly glanced over at the other brother, grinning like he was being caught. And the brothers wasn't smiling. They wasn't grinning either. They were looking serious at him. You busted. And so I looked around at the brother. I said, hold up. You mean to tell me y'all down here still calling the white man master? Oh, hell no. My brother, are you a slave? No. Do you think you're a slave? No, sir. Then why would you say yes, master, to this white man like a slave? Oh, man, now I'm there 10, 15 minutes rapping to the brothers. That's why America don't want black folks from America to integrate into Africa. Because y'all know we ain't going for that. Not even here in Israel. Same thing. They treat me with mad respect. First of all, I'm too damn big for them to, roll up on. I'm big brother, but I'm the big kind of brother that look like you don't need to try it. You feel me? So, anyway, I'm talking with the brother. I say, man, come on now, bro. Slavery's over. But you got to make it over in your mind, bro. You can't be down and calling these white folks master. Yamaza. Making this old credit nasty looking, out of shape, half dead, bad hair, terrible skin, Euro Gentile out of the caves of Europe feel like he's something special? Yamaza? Anyway, I went on to where I had to go. See what I'm saying? And so I got out there and I had a ball with the people because I understood the culture, man. After a while, I see, hey, man, the people just trying to live. They see me as a foreigner. They don't see me as a brother coming in. They see me as a brother, a black man, American with money. You know what I'm saying? So sister told me, she said, big brother, look, you're going to have to drop that gold. I took it right off because I understood. She said, you're going to have to lose that gold. No, don't do that. Even sitting in the car, they can spot it, So anyway, I put all the gold. We went to the bank and she put it in one of her vaults. And that was it for the gold till I finally rolled on up out of there. But so you can't go into Africa with European mindset. And see, this is the thing now, a lot of black people don't realize just how Eurocentric their mentality and thinking have become. Even though you black and you think you Mojo and all that, man, you done got spoiled. Even with the worst experience in America, you spoiled when it comes to going into the continent. Why? You got water 24/7. You got electricity 24/7. You got internet. You got all these different things. Your favorite food is there 24/7. Your family, your friend, your hustle. You know the language. You know the people. You know the rhythm. All that's there. You grew up in it, so you know how to move. And you don't realize you hustling and tricking and trading and doing the same thing. Then you're in this new country looking at the brothers and sisters down on them like they some type of, low-life people. You know what I'm saying? And now, all of that somehow, way, shape, form, and fashion got to stop. It really do. It has to stop, because this is crazy, man. You mean black people going back to African and African people is like, get out of here. Because why? Another point. When I was there, I happened to run into some more African-American people that were there. Man, I tell you, these knuckleheads was so, I got to a point where, no, they want to hang out with me? Absolutely not. I ain't hanging with you clowns because they down here acting like some ding-dong with the indigenous brothers and sisters. Yeah, they walking down the street barefoot with stuff on their head. They ain't got no car, bike, transportation, so they got to foot it, right? Okay, so you riding by in a taxi, you keep going like that, dude, you're going to be broke walking too, because where you throwing money around like you at the doggone strip club, make it rain. And they see it, they coming to get wet. Fool, man, look, I took $500. It lasted so long, I don't know how long it lasted. Why? Because I told you, I was being led by my sister, and she took good care of me until I learned the rhythm. I learned how to deal with it, right? So then slowly, methodically, she allowed me to go places. Like then she'd take me somewhere and she said, go in there and go buy Dust Doesn't Dust. She said, this is the price we pay. Let me see what you do. It was like a training. Like she was making me some kind of secret agent or something. So I go up in there, but stop. She hooked me up with some garments. And there's a particular garment that it looked like a short dress that the brothers wear. It was cool. She gave it to me at the house. One of them, several of them, they was beautiful, real nice. Kente cloth, man. Ooh, these bad boy was nice. One was white with black stripes. The other one was beige with white stripe. Blue. These bad boy was nice. I like to wear the one with the white stripes. I mean the white one with the black stripe, and I like to wear the one that was beige with the white stripe. So this particular day, I had my black slacks on, my nice ballet loafers, no jewelry, no watch, just a shirt, and I'm out. Shea butter, I'm shining. So she said, go in there and get some. I said, okay. So I step out the car, and everybody look around. Okay. Hey, so I kind of wave at a few people friendly. Hey, how you doing? So I go in the place. Hey, my brother. And this is American English, and they know. And so the brother told me the price. It wasn't nowhere near what she told me they pay what it should be. And so I like, oh, my man, you killed me, my man. Oh, my brother. I'm not your brother, so I'm talking smack with him. And I say, why you do me this? Why you do me like this? My man, I don't have money. You think I'm wrong. And so he said, oh, no, my brother. So I got to go with him like that. And see, one thing that I learned is behind all the backdrop, and I know a lot of you brothers and sisters are disappointed and heartbroken and you're going back to America. Ghanaians are genuinely nice people. They are. They're not faking. They genuinely nice. Like one time I was walking over there by a Cocoa Beach, and I was actually going to, I finished jogging. Every morning I jogged at 8 o'clock to 9 before it got too hot. I would jog. And then I wanted some of that fresh coconut. So I left the place that I was living and walking up the street, and the coconut man is generally up there on the corner right by the internet cafe. They're up there, right? Little shopping center, right? And so I didn't see the coconut man, so I'm like, man, the coconut man, they get the coconut and put them in the wheelbarrow and go up there with a machete and they sell them. Now, where I was living, the coconut tree is right over there by the beach. I would see the brothers come out in the morning, just around daybreak. They go up there, knock the coconut, they get them. Then they go up the street and they sell them. It wasn't nothing pennies, but it was that water that I wanted. After I jogged, I wanted good fresh coconut water. Because the brothers that sell the water in the bag, you had to be careful. Like when we was there, the doctor told us exactly which water was okay to drink. That DeSanti from Coca-Cola, no, don't drink that. Drinking the water out of the bag that they selling running up and down the street, it's nice and cold, but you don't know the source. So the best water that I drank all the time was coconut water. Okay, I drank coconut water the whole time I lived in Ghana. I don't ever remember drinking just regular water. We didn't have water filters, so that was out. So the best water was coconut water. So I jogged this morning, as I did every day, except Saturday and Sunday. And I'm walking up there, I didn't see the coconut man. So I'm standing there, and of course, I'm the foreigner. So everybody knows me just standing there. I'm looking around. And so I stepped to one brother, I said, excuse me, my brother. Do you know where the coconut man is at? He looked, oh yeah, he's so and so and so. He down, whatever, he told me. I said, okay. So he grabbed my hand, right? He grabbed my hand, and we walking down the street, and he holding my hand. Huh? Now you know what? Oh boy, woo! Now I wasn't even sweating because I done jog. It really wasn't hot. I done showered. I'm feeling good. I got my sandals on. I'm cool. But that dude grabbed my hand and said, "Come, I'll show you." Okay, dude, you ain't got to hold my hand, but we can just walk down there. You over there, I'm over here. No, he holding my hand, and we walking down the street. Man, I am so nervous. Cause I come Western society, two dudes holding hand. That's some new buddy. Whoa. And I'm thinking, oh God, will you just let my hand go, dog, so I can, calm down over here? And so we walked down there holding hand. I said, bro, let me have my hand. I got a scratch. Oh boy, that was funny. That was funny. The dude walked me all the way to the Coconut Man. Yeah, sure did. Way down there over there. And I don't know where he was going or what he was doing. But whatever it wasn't as important as holding my hand, walking down the street to the Coconut Man. Like, why you gotta hold my hand, partner? I mean, come on now, dog. We out here in public, man. I can walk. I'm good. You see, I'm healthy, man. Just listen. You go. But he holding my hand. No, I couldn't take it. I could not take that. No. As a man, oh no. I just, Boy, you got my heart skipping. Let my hand go. Oh boy. Anyway, made it to the Coconut Man. Stood there. He hit that coconut, pop, pop, pop. You know, oh man. And they was cool and refreshing. And then, you know, when you finish, he crack it open and hit that thing on the side and give you like a little spoon. Then you dip that soft meat out. Man, please. All the other bullshit, you got to cut around that because it's a whole bunch of other stuff that, you know, I don't hear you all talking about. You're just talking about the hustle as if that's all it is. That ain't all it is to it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't all it is to it. It's like, you know, you have to know how to move, man. And so when I went in there with the brothers, you know, my sister's sitting out there waiting, and I'm talking with the brothers, and I'm laughing with them, the price came down. See there, he said, oh, man, okay, my man. You know, he was wrong. But I didn't go in it like, nigga, what, man? You know, I had to go in with some finesse. Now, I've already realized that these are genuine and nice people. They just trying to chop. They're just trying to eat. They're just trying to make a few more bucks off the foreigner, and that's who I am. So I didn't go with this romanticized, oh, I'm going home to Africa. Oh, they're going to welcome me back. No, you know, no. Wait a minute, hold up. They welcoming you back, but at the same time, they trying to get what they can get. That's it. Don't make them bad people. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, and then I saw this other video. This couple, he was retired military man, and she was doing some type of business. And you know what was so unique? They were black. They were black as coal. This brothers and sisters born and raised in America, they were jet black, Sudan, can't see in the dark. My eyes went blind black, both of them. But they talked just like Becky and Ken. Like, God. Ooh, what a soul transformation. Good googly boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know, I'm walking through the house. I'm thinking I'm listening to Ken and Becky. I sit down. These people are black as the night. Oh, talking about their horrible experience in Ghana. Okay, so they go back to America. They said after being in America for 30 days, they both began to get sick and feel bad, you know, the spirit, and it just, you know, and then they're hearing the siren going off and shooting and killing, and it was just constant noise, constant this, the traffic, the drive-by. Now they talking about all this stuff that happened in America that when they was in Ghana, they didn't think about, that they had just came from a war zone, living in America, driving nice cars, but life at risk. Everybody got a gun, looking for a reason to put a bullet in you. You can cut somebody off, get out the car, da. Well, in Africa, when I was there, shoot, you go to the red light, them dudes turn the engine off. And I believe that's why the white man put that thing in the car now, where when you stop, press on the brake at the red light, it automatically cut off. I remember the first time I ever seen that happen was when I was in Africa. We had the traffic light, and it sitting there, hot, windows open, and all of a sudden it just get real quiet. You don't hear no engine. What happened? Everybody turned the engine off, waiting on the light to change, and then light go green. Nobody start blowing on the horns. You just start, you know, nobody blew on the horn. You just hear engine starting, ying, ying, whoom, and everybody go. Here in Israel, you know what I'm saying, amongst the civilized, that light hadn't even got green. You didn't even notice it turned. Bam, bam, they're blowing on the horn. Like, dang, bro, can I at least take my foot off the brake the instant it hit green? Bam, bam, get out of here, you know, and driving like bat out of here. Last night, man, I'm coming back from a friend's house. I'm just tell you that. It's over here. In this particular area of the roadway, was known in the whole nation as the most dangerous stretch of highway in the whole country. And I'm riding down it. Every time I go through there, man, I be nervous. I have to have my P's and Q's. So many car crashes and so many deaths. They finally install a traffic light. But because of the people that's living out there, you still have to be real careful because they'll try you. You know what they do? Like you coming along at the main road, the light green, and they coming in on the, from the right, and they have the yield sign. Instead of actually yielding, they'll try you. And you coming along there, boogity, and they'll cut slower than them out. Now, 100 kilometers, you may be doing 80, maybe, more or less. I mean, I can convert it, but I don't want to take no time right now. But anyway, doing 100 kilometers, right? And you coming through that boogity, 100 kilometers, that's okay. Because the speed limit is actually like 90 kilometers out there. And so people do 100, 110. Police ain't gonna bother. Police shoot past you. You doing 100. So I'm coming along. There's a car up there going slow. But not only is he going slow, he don't have no headlights on. It's an old Toyota, dusty, look like it's in bad repair, a bunch of dents around. I say, whoever that knucklehead is not a good driver. Look at all them dents on the car. And he got here going real slow, and everybody bulleting by at 100 kilometers. Dude, you out here with no lights on, going that slow. And all it take for somebody to glance down at their phone, which they do too much of, and look up, don't even see you, you're dead. So I'm riding along. I know where I'm at, so I'm paying attention. So this dude don't have no lights on. So I put my blink on, I look back, make sure ain't nothing back there, get over, and I go around it, and I'm going on. And so I'm looking, and I notice he way back there. I'm still looking, he way back there. All right, so I'm getting on down the road. I ain't even really think about him, right? It's over with. He back there. Do you know, you're not going to believe this, do you know that damn fool later on, he caught up to me and shot past me like a bat out of hell with no daggone lights on? He had a gray Toyota. Yes. And another damn fool was behind him on his trunk, and they both shot past her. He had to be doing 150, 160 kilometers. Because when he blew past me, my car shook. And I just happened to look and see him coming, just up out the dark. And the street light shined on. I said, whoa. You see, so it's like, man, in every country, you got crap to deal with. You follow me? So anyway, we down there in Ghana, and the brothers turned the engine off. Go on about your business. All right. So anyway, the point here that I'm trying to share with you is you can't run up into Africa with a romantic kind of mindset from America to diaspora, wherever you coming in from. And then you get there and stuff ain't the way what you used to from the country you came from. You can't start falling apart and start cussing the people out and acting a fool, getting on the video, talking about these, Africa. You have to understand, it's another culture too, yes. And here's another thought for you. If you are used to things being a certain way in the country you came from, maybe you come from America, UK, Europe, Israel, some place where they have constant water, constant light and all that, then maybe you could calm down and find that you might be the one to help improve the system. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. Because it's all kind of, you all supposed to already know that Africa has been under the foot of Europe for hundreds of years. And the only thing they're concerned about is keeping Africa poor and jacked up so they can keep stealing those natural resources out of the continent. There's a video of a European economist, a white man, if you don't know who it is, one of them folks, that explains it clearly in about 15, 20 minutes. His name is Howard Nicholson. I'm going to add it to the link down so you can click on it. And he stand up straight up and tell you no difficult, straightforward. It's not difficult, plain English. He said we must keep Africa poor. He said if we don't keep Africa in the state that is, the sub-Saharan Africa, we have to keep it poor in order that we can continue to get those natural resources for us. And then he looked in the audience, he said, now some of you all may feel this is wrong, you may feel uncomfortable with it, but listen, if we don't get those natural resources out of Africa for cheap, for nothing, your entire life that you know in Europe and other places would be finished, would be over. So now everybody's sitting there quiet because, it's like either them or us. Daggone well, they gonna choose themselves over us. And so it's like, okay, that stuff is going on in Africa, and all of them just kind of turn a blind eye and look at something else because they know daggone well what he said was absolutely true. The French president back in the Jacques Chirac, he told the nation, look, France would be a third world nation without Africa. The whole world needs Africa. Look who all there, the whole world. All the European nations, the West, the South, the North, everybody there. Because they need them natural resources. So if Africa's in the state that it is, you're supposed to already know it's by design. It's a plan. Them brothers and sisters, Africans in sharp, man. Them brothers and sisters ain't stupid. In order for them to survive and do what they doing, you got to be sharp. You got to be smart. It's just that they have not had the opportunities that other nations have had. Compounded with the fact you got leaders like the brother in Ghana, the president. I used to respect him. He lost all my respect. You know when? I tell you the exact instant he lost all my respect. When he took that money from America for the COVID. That's when I lost respect for him. Because they gave him all this money, and now all of a sudden you got to get jabbed before you can come back. Even if you born, raised, live your whole life in Ghana, if you go to Benin and try to come back through the border, you got to take it. What? Come on, bruh. Then the thing with, and it was 2019 where he said, okay, we're giving the land free. That was true. That was absolutely true. And then I had, our people never travel, don't know nothing. They run their mouths like they know something. Oh, that ain't true, that's. So what I do, I pick the phone up, call my sister. Because why? I know after living there, the government, whatever, don't have no control over land. Who really own and control that land are who? The chief. If there's anything popping with the land, you got to go and get up with the chief. So I had her to find out. She come back, she said, yeah, it's absolutely true. They're giving away free. You can do anything you want, business, house, leave it, whatever. Okay, but the only thing is a $700 application fee because, they got to pay the people to process the application. I said, okay, well, that's fair. But you get the land, it's yours, no taxes, nobody going to take it, whatever, and you do whatever you want to do. I said, okay, cool, that sounds good. She talked with the chief, and they definitely told her, yeah, that's absolutely true. And they was hoping that other African nations kick in and do the same thing so folks can come in and build it up and have a place. Because he said, the president, Ghana, he said that, he wanted the people in the African brothers and sisters in the diaspora to know they have a place. All right, super, sound real good. But check this out. It didn't come with citizenship and nothing else. Boom, you see that? See, that was happening when you don't do your research. You pack up, fly in there, you get some land, but you can't stay because you ain't got no visa unless you do some things that you need to do to get citizenship. And it's all laid out online what you need to do. See, that's the point, I was making about doing your homework before you just pack up and run into a foreign country and you're not prepared. Okay, so you get there, how you gonna sustain yourself? Oh, you gonna run out there and put in an application and think you can get a job? Come on, don't live that pipe dream. Me, I have to stop and consider too. Now, when I move into a new situation, I have to study and see how I'm gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Beautiful going to Africa, man. I mean, it's so nice. I ain't got nothing but good things to say because I was able to experience in a different manner. I wasn't on social media listening to no dumb stuff. Matter of fact, back then, social media wasn't even a thing. You hear me? And so I got on the ground. I got with the people. Like one time I went over to the textile center, the market, where they sell all the clothes. And most of that stuff in that market, a lot of them garments been there for a long time. They dry rotted. They use bad ink. I mean, not bad ink, dye. Bad the dye. Like I bought a pair of pants so I could just chill around the house, right? And that's my sister. She's on the way to Dominican Republic. She going to the resort down there in Punta Cana. She just shot me a little text. So anyway, I bought a pair of pants. They was blue, real nice. Some just kick around the house in. And they had that soap down there called it wasn't Tip. Tip was a block. It was a brown, kind of light brown block. That name of it. That's what you clothes. And so I put the water in the tub. And the washing machine, I use the tub. And put the block in there and I rubbed it a little bit, rubbed it a little bit, the clothes. And those pair of pants I bought from the market over there, threw them in there, washed them. And so the water was hot, warm, hot, whatever. And I let them soak. I came back about an hour later, the whole daggone tub was blue. Those pants. Oh boy, when I took them pants out the tub, they had changed colors, man. I was like, wow. And then put them out on the line. Now remember, when you're in Africa, see, everything lives in Africa. It's just so much life. You hang clothes on the line, they damp, they wet. What's out there? A whole lot of bugs and different kind of insects. So you do not bring clothes in off the line in Africa and fold them up, put them on your shelf. You cannot do that. Why? Because there's some type of bug and insect or something that done got in your clothes, sucking that water out that cotton, especially wearing cotton, right? And so when you fold it up, it may have laid eggs or whatever. You put it on the shelf, them daggone eggs going to, grow, and you got some insects up in there. And they could be real small, you don't know it. And you put it on, and they get in your skin. And so when you go back to where you came from, you got something going on, and then you're making a video of the doctor taking this stuff out of your skin. These worms or whatever done got up in you and grew. I remember a woman did that. One of them folks, and she wound up all around her breast, all around her nipple, just a bunch of worms, eggs that barreled little holes, and she didn't know it. And when she got back where she came from, she went to the hospital because now they got to get them all out. So whatever you do, if you go there, you remember what I'm telling you. When you take them clothes off the line, yeah, they're gonna be nice and dry. You iron every last one of them, every inch of it on a hot iron. You iron them, you fold them up, and when you finish ironing them, you make sure you iron every single inch, collar, sleeve, pants, everything. You let that hot iron go on them. Because what that does, it destroys any eggs, any insects, anything that may be in there. And you fold them up and you let them sit there on the side for a while. Then you put them on the shelf. Okay, so how did I know that? Because I let them people tell me what to do. The sisters dealt with all that stuff, and they told me. Because when they brought them clothes in, I saw them, they sit down and they get to iron. And I thought to myself, I said, man, that's so cool. They ironing up the clothes. They wasn't just ironing. They were saving my butt from issues, problems. And then they told me later on why they had to do that like that. I'm like, really? And I locked right into it. See, you had to take your time and learn the different ways that the people in the different countries that you go into live, survive. They're there. They're making it. And y'all know some of them brothers and sisters in the continent are thick, heavy, big bone, carrying it. And they ain't there because they don't know what they're doing. They there because they're eating. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to wind up looking like a famine victim, you need to sit down, shut up, learn, and let them people show you how to make it. Other than that, just going back to where you came from, waste all that money and time, go back and let that guy smooth you, make you feel good about getting over on you, huh? But you go down with your brothers and sisters, you want to act a fool because you went in there with the wrong understanding. You got to listen to your brother, Nubian King. Now you got to be smooth. You got to travel around, keep your mouth shut, sit down, shut up and listen, learn to live the land. Same thing I did when I was in Moscow. I could look around and say, and see they weren't used to brothers and sisters walking around in Moscow. But I got to find out them was cool dudes, man. Alex, Slavic, Savika, you know what I'm saying? All them boys, we had a ball. That was the days when I used to drink. I don't drink them. I promise you, I don't drink nothing. I don't drink no beer. I don't drink no wine. I don't drink no liquor, nothing. But them was the days where I would pop that beer. Got over there in Moscow, man. Mess around with them dudes. Went up for it, because, we worked together over here in Israel, right? So I go to the guy home. He wanted me to meet the family and all, whatever. This girl, Svetlana, she was... Boy, I'm telling you, I never dated outside of my race, but Svetlana, one more day over there. Should have been the one. Her name was Svetlana. What's your name? Svetlana. Woohoo! And you look like a Svetlana. God almighty, no. This Russian girl. Svetlana. That was her name, Svetlana. And she had a sexy voice. I said, what's your name? Svetlana. And she spoke that English with that accent. How are you? It's Svetlana. Nice to meet you. Damn, baby. You just talk to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Just talk to me, man. It's Svetlana. Where are you from? Wherever you want me to be, baby. Oh, boy. She was a lot of fun. Boy, I tell you, boy, that daggone Svetlana, that girl, whew, she act like she really loved the black man. Boy, she was just all into me every single day. When them dudes introduced me to Svetlana and we went out, we had a big ball. Boy, we partied, we laughed, we joked, we danced. Oh, okay, now, okay, I was in Africa. Let's stop this now, because I can tell you about Russia later. But anyway, hey, listen, don't stop going in these countries, whether it's Africa, whether it's the Philippines, Thailand, or wherever y'all going, with this Western Euro Gentile mentality, because it ain't like that. Just because you came from over there and you over here where they don't have lights, don't get to talking all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? When the lights went out, that's the time that we got to know each other real good. Huh? And it's okay, so far as the food, we would have dinner, and the one particular place I was in, they had a lot of not eucalyptus tree, neem tree. They had a lot of neem trees, neem, Neem. And so what the brothers and sisters would do, they would get the leaves, wash them off, and like if it was food left over, they'd just put several neem leaves around the edge of the bowl. And it wasn't a refrigerator, so they left them bowls sitting right there on the floor. The next day, with no bugs, nothing had happened, because that neem, this is what organic farmers use for a pesticide, organic neem oil from Africa. Okay, and so they use the neem leaf. Also, that is the number one ingredients to those anti-malarial pills that the herbalist gave me when I first hit the first night. I mean, we just rolled up in the house. The herbalist was there, and after they introduced everything and we talked and they gave us our debriefing, it was time for the herbalist to speak. And he passed out all these little brown pills and said, take them every day for the next 5 days. You'll prevent malaria. And the number one ingredients in those pills was neem. Okay? So you can go and have a ball, but you need to be cool and try to, first thing, if you're a brother going in Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, wherever, first thing you need to do is try to get with you a good sister that, you vet her, you talk to her. I mean, it's the same thing. Don't think that this is some real extraterrestrial, super special, whatever. But talk with the sister, get to know her, get to feel her out, and see if you feel that she's sincere or she just on some bullshit trying to get your money. And then you get with a sister and make some friends and let her help you maneuver through the cultural difference. And then if you're a sister, the same way. But now the thing with the brothers and a sister, your emotions may trip you up. Like this one sister came to Ghana when I was there. She brought $75,000 US cash. Why can I tell you this? Because she told us, and that was the first mistake she made. See how quick that came out? I can tell you she brought 75,000 US. Why? Because she told us. And when I was sitting there with Miss Davis that owned the resort up there at Cocoa Beach, Miss Davis was African American sister. She owned the resort that I stayed at on Cocoa Beach. Senior sister. Beautiful spirit. She left America back in the 60s, and she started in South Africa. She went crisscross all the way up across Africa and ended up in Ghana. And she got the land on the beach, and she developed the bungalows out there, 2-story apartment building, her house, and that's where she was at. And she had to run back to America. That was back in the 60s, 70s. And so she hooked up with a Ghanaian brother and finally got one that was sincere, and the rest is history. So anyway, she's telling me about this African American sister that came with $75,000, and right down the beach she bought land down there. But the problem was the sister did not interface with Miss Davis, who had been there, got her resort, got her business going, living good, and she did not confer with Miss Davis. She hooked up with a brother, and in the end, that $75,000 didn't last that sister 1 year. She ended up having to go back to the States, mad, heartbroken, talking smack about the Ghanaians. And Miss Davis told me with $75,000, she said she would have not even got to the end of it. Because in the years when I was there, $75,000, you would not even be able to get to the end. I'm telling you, when I had $500, that was 4-point-some million Ghanaian CDs. And so you got $75,000 and you wind up broke because she was a knucklehead, straight knucklehead. Didn't listen to Miss Davis. She got with a brother that she thought loved her, and he married her. Yes, sir. I'm telling you how good it is. He married her. And when she wanted to buy that land on the beach, she thought she had a dude, and she let him go down there and get all the paperwork done. And all the paperwork came back with her name on it. She was happy. She got her some property. So they're out there building and doing their thing. And next thing you know, lo and behold, somebody pops up. What in the smoke is you doing on my property? And she like, what do you mean? No, this is my property. So she showed them her deeds. No. Come to find out, old boy, the husband, who had said that he had to go to, I think he said to go to Nigeria somewhere. And so he was gone. And then the brother pops up saying, what are you doing on my property? Okay. And she showed him her deeds with her name on it. And she was adamant, this is my land, I bought it. No, so they get up, go to the government office, and come to find out the land was in her husband's name, and he bought the land in his name. And what was the name? It was the name of the original owner, because the husband knew his name. So the husband never purchased the land. The land was still in the name of the original owner, but the husband went and had a deed made up from the original real deed at the print shop and brought it back with her name on it and took the money for himself. And then he dipped. You see what I'm saying? So woo! So Miss Davis, she explained all that to me. Cause then when the sister done got almost broke, now she want to sit down and talk to Miss Davis. Miss Davis told her, I don't know what you want to talk about. You're supposed to have been talking to me at the beginning. You'd have had your money. You understand? So anyway, hey, that's enough. Just remember my thought for today. Don't go in Africa with a romantic kind of mindset. The first thing you need to do is figure out how you're going to take care of yourself when you get there. Okay? That's the first thing. Because you got to eat, you got to have a roof over your head, and you don't want to go to Africa and join the struggle. But at the same time, depending on where you are, you may have to deal with the lights out. So that means you're used to dealing with air conditioning and you can't deal with the heat. That's something for you to think of. Maybe you ought to kind of get yourself ready by turning your air conditioning off and open your windows and just try sleeping at night in the heat. Because when I got there, 3:33 in the morning, living off the beach, it was hot as two hells. And I was laid there wide awake, waiting on a little cool breeze to creep through the window. Never did. But after a while, you get used to it. You do. You finally get to the point where the heat don't bother you. That's something. And then if you out there somewhere and you like cold water all the time, that's something you need to consider, that you may get to a position where you don't have cold water. But what I'm telling you, I was there back there in the 90s. This 2024, Africa has really developed in many, many places. Okay? You got the Chinese, you got the Russian, you got the American, you got the European, everybody there. So just get in where you fit in. Take your mind with you. Don't go in there talking about what you do in America the way y'all doing in America, because you're not in America. You're not in America. You're not in America. You're in another country, and you have to learn the land, the law of the land, the ways of the people, and all that good stuff, okay? Hope this is helpful to pull that romanticized kind of mindset thinking going into Africa, okay? And I love you. And you don't have to stay here. You don't have to stay here. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Shalom, shalom.